KWEV News. Here's what's happening in our market center in the month of July.
Hey everyone, it's Amy Lyons with your Market Center update for the month. Hey, if you haven't been around the office lately, come check us out here. We have had some new decor added, some Keller Williams installation items that tell who we are and what we're about. We've got our Y4C2Ts right on the wall. We've got our mission statement on the wall, so come check it out. Also, off of the bullpen, we recently added a small space for kids to hang out while their parents are writing offers on houses. We know you're spending a lot of time on the weekends with your clients, off the bullpen, writing offers, and sometimes the kids can get a little bored. So there is a room there for them to sit in. They can color, they can play with puzzles, they can hang out a little bit. It's not a daycare. Don't be bringing your kids in all day, but feel free to have your clients' children hang out there while you're working with them. Also, off of my office, I recently added a bulletin board that has a couple of reports that you might want to check out every month. The first one is the Keller Williams top-down report. This shows where you rank among your fellow associates here in the office. So if that's important to you, come check it out. I'll update it every month. We also have the ranking where we as the office rank in our region, and that one looks like this. So come see how we are doing compared to the rest of the Keller Williams offices in the area. Also wanted to remind you that if anyone's planning to attend Keller Williams Family Reunion, which is our annual convention next February, we have a convention fund set up, which means that in every one of your green sheets, you can apply $50, $100, whatever you want to go towards your convention fund. I'll hold the money for you safely, and when it's time for you to pay your registration dues or your hotel or your airfare, just let me know and I'll cut you a check right back. Just for convention or mega camp, though, not for your taxes or your own family vacation. Also, wanted to let you know that I will be sending out, or you may have already received, a Survey Monkey from me, and it's asking your opinion about the new home search that you find through the MLS. MLS recently changed who the new home search is being done by, and if you're interested in having the ultimate new home search, which is the previous company, we can offer it through the office at a discount, but I need to know how many people are interested. So if you haven't already done so, please fill out your Survey Monkey, and hopefully we can offer that to you in the coming weeks. Thanks for listening.
Hello, Karen and Stacy here with the celebrations throughout our market center. We're going to start with the birthdays.
Andre Surkov,
Ashika Andrews,
Chris Owen,
PJ Strafford,
Marlene Wellahan,
Marlo Quast,
Dan Milborn,
David Donaldson,
Dorothy Velasco,
Billy Marino,
Patricia O'Connor,
David Drizzo,
Gina Sharp,
Jessica Morell,
Roseanne Stopka,
and Ron Duvall,
and Paula Bandura. Happy birthday. One of my favorite things to celebrate is my anniversary, but today we're celebrating company anniversaries.
Let's start with Michelle Biaggi,
Darcy Lightfoot,
Ophik Brady,
Kenny Carlson,
Gloria Christie,
Bill Harden,
and Carla Holzer. Now let's go over to Stacy for the broker news.
Hello everybody, this is Stacy Overton, your designated broker, and there's a couple things that I wanted to talk to you about this month. The first thing is that we're seeing an increase in the new home sales contracts coming through the market center. And I want to remind everybody that although we're not writing the contract, we still have agency relationship with our clients. And the new home sales contract is not anything like the resale contract, the REOs, or the short sales that we've been dealing with in the recent past. So please remember your agency relationship and don't abandon your clients. Speaking of new home sales, there is a situation that I want to bring to your attention. We have a new home sales builder in the Valley that has unfortunately come across my desk 3 times in the last 10 months over earnest money disputes. And I just want to let you know that while I am not in any way suggesting that you not sell their product, Wilson Parker Homes is a builder that has a contract that is very, very different in the new home sales, and it is very swayed towards the builder, specifically as it relates to earnest money and the builder's rights to cancel the contract. So I really just want to make sure that you're reading those contracts fully and that your clients are well informed before they get into contract. And again, this is not saying don't sell Wilson Parker Homes. This is just saying know your contract when you do sell Wilson Parker Homes. I also want to give everybody a quick reminder that HUD Homes requires a wet signature. That means a live signature, and it must be in blue ink on the contract. contracts. It does have to be signed by the broker, so you need to make sure that you're allowing sufficient time to get it into the office, get it signed, and get it over to California within the time parameters that BLB requires. Also, don't forget that we do have a new ER coming out in July, and I will be teaching a new class. We've gone from 3 pages to 6 pages. There's quite a bit of new language in there and quite a bit of clarification of the old language. So join me in July for a look at the new ER. Also, I want to tell everybody a brief bit of good news about our mentor program. Our mentor program is showing some astonishing results. And if you have not joined mentoring, but you've been in the Market Center and maybe you just haven't gotten quite the foothold that you've been looking to get, perhaps the mentoring program is for you. We are opening it up for new participants, so if you'd like to have more information about that, please see either myself or Nikki or Amy, and we'll be happy to talk to you about the mentor program. Also, we're getting ready to kick off an advertising campaign. You may have received an email or a phone call from Linda at the front desk, and she's helping me kickstart this advertising campaign. What we have to do is we have to show the Department of Real Estate that we are aware of all the advertising that's going out there, going on in the Market Center with all of our agents. And so the first thing is we're required to have a business card on file for every single one of our agents. So next time you're coming into the Market Center, if you haven't dropped off a business card, I need you to drop one off to Linda. And then also I'm going to be Googling your name. I wonder what I'm going to find when I Google you. And we're going to be looking at all of your websites to find out if your websites are compliant. And then the last thing is I wanted to say appreciation and thank you to everybody that's helping respond to the team register. We are required to update this once a year. We'll be publishing the official team register here soon, and everybody will have a chance to take a look at it if you're a rainmaker, and make sure that all of your team members responded that in fact they do know that they're on your team. So now let's kick it off to Karen Shannon for a look at what's coming up next month.
In the month of July, we're going to focus on listings. On the 5th and the 9th, from 9 a.m. to 11 a.m., we'll be having Seller Mastery. Learn how to get listings and what to do with them once you get them. And then learn how to create great systems around them so you have a closed deal and you create a customer for life. We'll also be dialing for dollars. On Tuesdays from 9 to 11 in the University Room, join experienced agents as they teach you some of their tricks on the calls that they make, and then we all get out our charged up cell phones and our phone numbers and make the calls together. We're going to have 30 to 45 minutes of conversation, and then we're going to have the rest of the time being all of us actually making the calls and making deals. We have a new listing agreement coming from AAR. Stacy would tell us what's new and what's changed on Friday, July the 13th from noon to 1 in the University Room. Join us. There's lots of new stuff on this new form and we're all going to be using it. We need to know what's there. Angela Kernan with Security Title brings us our monthly continuing education class. It's held this month on Thursday, July the 12th from 9 a.m. to noon in the University Room. Remember, you can either pay $25 as a minimum for these kinds of classes off campus, or you can do it here for free. It's an always popular class and it always fills up. Come early for the best seats. July also begins another round of our 36-12-3 course. Learn the nuts and bolts of what you need to create and grow a great business. Some of the topics that are covered are working with buyers, working with sellers, prospecting, farming, open houses. This is where the rubber meets the road in a successful, profitable career in real estate. Come learn how to turn up the volume in your business.
Hey there, this is Ryan Melville with July's Technology Tip. I recently attended Agent Reboot here in Phoenix, and I pulled away a few good things that I'm going to be bringing back to the Market Center. First thing that I am going to be bringing back are the 12 things that you're not doing correct on Facebook. This was an awesome segment. A lot of things that I didn't realize that I was doing incorrect. So come join me and check out what you're not doing on Facebook correctly. Next thing is using Google in your business. I've done this class before. There's a couple new features that Google has released over the last couple years that we're starting to use in real estate. So join me for that as well. We're going to be covering Google, Facebook, as well as Twitter. I get this a lot. I'm in the boat as well. What do I use Twitter for? And I stink at it. What do I use it for? So join me coming up here in July for the technology class that I'm going to be presenting, and we're going to kick it off to Jeff Lucas for the Market Glimpse.
This is Jeff Lucas with the Market Data and Trends Report. Right now, we have active on the multiple listing about 12,800 active listings. What's deceptive about that is that if you take Maricopa County, single-family homes, there are about 8,500 of those. So we actually have, and the sales are running about the same level. So we really have about 1 month active inventory available in the marketplace right now. The sales are moving at the rate, they're down about 20% year over year from a year ago, and that's largely based on availability, the fact that we have a very skinny inventory. The reason for the low inventory is that REO and bank-owned properties have pretty much disappeared from the marketplace, and short sale active listings are down about 80% year over year. That's mostly because HARP 2 has come along, and there are a lot of home sellers that are still underwater. They figure they can refinance through HARP 2. What all this dynamic really means is that with a low supply and high demand, prices are appreciating at a very good rate, and what's likely to happen moving forward is that as prices go up, we'll see some investors backing off the market, which means that the demand will lessen somewhat, and as prices go up, there'll be more equity sellers that are able to get their equity out and sell as traditional home sellers. We typically have a partners meeting the first Wednesday of every month in July. The partners meeting falls on July 4th. I will be there, but probably nobody else will be there, so we're not going to have the market data report on July 4th. I will get a report out, but we'll have the next meeting the first Wednesday in August.
And now let's welcome our new family members.
Hey everyone, I'm Amy Lyons. I'm the operations manager here at Keller Williams East Valley, and I just wanted to share a little story about one of our agents here, Jessica Morrell. We are so proud of Jessica. She was on a team last year and decided to break out on her own in January of this year, and she was a little nervous about it, as most people are. And we loved her through it. We encouraged her through it. She was working with one of our productivity coaches, and Steph Martini, who really helped her make that transition from being a buyer's agent to being a lead agent. She now has a full-time admin. She has a buyer's agent on her own team. And she came to me in April with kind of a funny little, almost like a gag. She brought me this check that she had written herself, right? So she just created this check, and it was for $20,000. And she had gone to a seminar, basically a 3-day seminar about mindset, and she wanted to put out into the world that she wanted to cash a check like this. And so sure enough, a couple of weeks later, actually about every day, she would come into my office and ask for her check, and I would hand her check, and she'd later bring it back and she'd put it in my mailbox. And then the next day she would come in and she'd ask for her check, and I'd hand her check, and it was like she was getting paid this $20,000 every day. It was putting Jessica in the right mindset. So just then what happened?
So about a couple weeks after I started this, I received a listing, a $730,000 listing, and just made a commitment that this was my opportunity to make this check a reality, and worked it really hard and was able to do dual agency on the transaction. We closed last night, and I was finally able to pick up my check.
Yay! And it was in excess of $20,000.
Yeah.
She actually got quite a bit more than that. And so we are so proud of Jessica for making the reality happen for herself. And now, where are you going?
And now I'm leaving on Monday to the Dominican Republic to spend 25 days on the beach with my husband and my 4 children, and really take some time to enjoy life.
Absolutely awesome.
Hey everybody, this is Coach JT here, and for those of you, there's a lot of you I haven't had the opportunity or the pleasure to meet with yet, and one of the things I wanted to share with you today was a great kind of Coach's Corner tip that you'll be seeing coming out every single month from us. And one of the main things that we need to talk about today is your lead generation, and how are you doing your lead gen? Is it an offline world? Is it an online world? And if we haven't had the chance yet to meet with each other and sit down, please come by my office. I'm over in the university room, and I'd love to sit with you and show you how you can actually be very effective with your marketing on a lead gen, both in an online way and an offline way. And in an online way, what I wanted to share with you today is the power of blogging and how you can blog effectively and how you really need to use the power of Active Rain and single property websites to be able to close that listing on the first appointment, or how do you attract buyers and get new buyers into your pipeline and into your database. So make sure you stop by my office, because I would love to share with you and show you exactly how you can do this and learn a little bit more about you and your business and how I can effectively help you close more transactions today. Thank you.
I'm Karen Shannon. Thank you for joining us for the July edition of the KWEV News.